Hello, humans, and welcome back to my little thing I do here that I haven't done for ages, have I? Because I've been so busy. But here we are, and first of all, let me give a special welcome to anybody who is trans like me or who has ADHD like me. And if you're queer or neurodivergent in any way, you are especially welcome here. This is your safe space. But welcome to everybody else as well. Come and join us, weirdos, as we have this little deep dive into some of the most brilliant people in the entire universe. Yeah, let me just get a couple of things out of the way first. So, I don't do first-time reactions. I know people have asked me, but this is a good reason why I don't do first-time reactions, because if you were to see me listening to a piece of music for the first time, I'm like this. And second time, I'm like this. I'm so focused on the music. I'm so concentrated. I don't move. I don't say anything. I'm just hyper-focus, we call it. I'm in hyper-focus. Wouldn't be entertaining at all. Not in any way. I need to think about these things. Chew them over for a few days and think of maybe if I've got something vaguely interesting to say about something. And I also don't do requests. I know people have asked me to do requests, but the reason I don't do requests is that I might not like the song you request, and you're only going to request a song if you absolutely love it. And this is all. I want this to be all about positivity and lovely things. Positivity and lovely things, and I would hate to say anything negative about something you really love, and I wouldn't want to lie either. So yeah, I don't really do reactions to requests. So which of course means that I can't monetize this in any way. But hey, I've started one of those buy me a coffee things. Look, if you want to encourage me to do this, you can always buy me a coffee, but if you're not into that or don't want to do it at all, don't worry about it. I'm not much of a capitalist. I'm just, this is for the love of music. So anyway, Ren, Aurora and Dimash. So there's going to be three people from three fan bases here, and so I think the first thing we should do is introduce you all to each other. So the Ren fans are called the Renegades. Croeso to the Renegades. And the Dimash fans are called the Deers. Kosh Kendenis, I think, is maybe welcome in Kazakh. And the Aurora fans are called the Warriors and Weirdos. So, välkommen to the Warriors and Weirdos. Jag lärde norsk min kuna och jag vill flytta dit. Fordi Storbritannien har blivit en transfobisk shithole. Också, vi älskar Norge. Och vi älskar nordmännen. So I don't know if we can make that happen. The problem is that the idiots who voted for Brexit not only made it difficult to get into the country, they've made it very difficult to get out of the country. So we're kind of trapped and can't get out. But we're working on it. So those are the three fan bases. But who are the artists? I mean, if you're a deer, maybe you don't know who Ren is. Maybe if you're a renegade, you don't know who Aurora is. So let me introduce you to the three artists that we're talking about today. So who is Ren? Well, Ren is 33, I believe. He's Welsh. He's a rapper, singer, multi-instrumentalist, producer. And what's he known for? He's known probably more than anything else for his rapping, which is extraordinarily precise and fast and full of extremely creative lyrics and wordplay.
Tick to the top with the tip of my tongue and talking telepathy. Terrified them with the terrible telekinesis tantrum. It's to the enemy. Flowing and flowing and growing and flowing. I swallow the flow like a Toblerone. And I feast on the flow. I'm a beast with the flow. Then I'm switching it up and I'm taking it low. Giddy with the black heart in the car park by Primark. Jamming Django, Reinhardt, living with a raw star. Refine right to a fine art. Vincent Van Gogh, I start making my mark like Frankie Sinatra. King call me Arthur.
But he's also a great singer and a brilliant instrumentalist too. And what's his most famous track? Well, that would have to be High Ren, which is just him and an acoustic guitar. It's a battle with the subconscious. It is an absolute epic masterpiece that you must watch. You must.
And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
And who is Aurora? Aurora Aksnes is a Norwegian singer. She's 28, I believe. What's she known for? She is known for the crystal purity and beauty of her voice. And also for being a little woodland fairy. Do you know, I'm always a little bit uncomfortable when people say that about her, because what you have to understand about Aurora is that she has a massive intellect. She's an exceptionally intelligent woman and very, very strong-minded. And this picture of her as this little dainty fairy is almost seems to portray her as a funny little girl, you know, rather than the piercingly intellectual woman that she is. But you know, you can be both those things, so maybe it's okay anyway. She's also known for her very neurodivergent, shall we say, and interesting and extremely funny personality.
What other things are you doing?
Well, I like to paint, I like to read books and cook and masturbate and all of those stuff.
Cool.
This sounds like just a regular night for me as well.
Yes. Yeah, but you should do all those things.
Yeah,
Makes
not at
life
once
very
though,
good.
I find, ruins.
Yes, at once. What do you mean?
What's her most famous track? That would have to be Runaway, which has, I don't know, 650 million views on YouTube or something crazy like that. Which she wrote it when she was 11 years old. If you're just wondering just how talented is she wrote it at the age of 11.
And I was running far away. Would I even love the world someday? Nobody knows, nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain. I felt alive and I can't complain. But no, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore.
And that leaves us with Dimash Kudaibergen. Who is Dimash? Dimash is a Kazakh singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, producer. And what is he known for? He's known, well, depends who you ask, but there's an awful lot of vocal experts and vocal coaches who rate him as probably technically the most brilliant singer in the world. So that's something. So he's known for his extraordinary vocal range. So it's something like 6.5 to 7 octaves. It's crazy. I mean, if you're not musically inclined, you may wonder, well, 6.5, 7 octaves, is that a lot? Is that a lot, really? I don't know. No frame of reference. But let me explain. So your average singer probably covers about 1.5 octaves, about this much of a keyboard, and a really singer with a bigger range might be 2 octaves. A few singers will cover 3 octaves, not many, and a very few, exceptional few, may cover 4 octaves. Dimash is off both ends of the piano. It's absolutely ridiculous. Supernatural, I think, is the only word we can use. So what's his most famous track? That would have to be SOS d'un terrien en détresse, which is a French song. It's not his song, it's from a 1970s French musical, but it's infamous for being one of the most technically it's infamous for being one of the most technically difficult songs to sing. And I'll play you a little clip and you'll see exactly what I mean. And you'll also get a little taster of just how extraordinary his voice is. So, why are we all here? What is this thing that they have in common? This one thing that they are so much better at than most other singers? Well, in order to illustrate that, I'm going to borrow from some fellow Reactors analysers. All brilliant Reactors. You should check out their channels, go and subscribe to them. Links will be below. So watch these 3 short clips, and I think you will understand what it is I'm getting to.
Любовь, похожая на сон, сердец хрустальных перезвон. Твое волшебное люблю, я тихим эхом повторю. Любовь, похожая на сон. Счастливым сделала мой дом, но вопреки
please don't leave me here.
See, it's not crying. I don't mean crying. I'm talking about emotion, the ability to communicate emotion to people. That's why they're crying, because that singer has communicated to them emotionally. They've reached into their chest and touched their heart. That is what these three singers are so great at. And really, that is all music is about in the end. It's only about emotion. You listen to music because it moves you. And it might move you in that it makes you sad, or it might move you in it makes you very happy, or it makes you want to dance, or it makes you laugh. Whatever the emotion is, it's only the music that makes you feel an emotion that you will listen to over and over again. So that's all music is about in the end. Same with any other art form too. So how do they do this? No one knows. It's magic. Music is magic. It's the last place where magic exists in this world. Well, okay, just setting the magic aside for a moment. One thing it isn't is virtuosity. Right, so in a way I've chosen three bad examples because they are all technically excellent musicians, excellent singers. Especially in Dimash's case where they're talking about him being the greatest technical singer in the world. But, Aurora and Ren are both exceptionally skilled singers. But that's not what's doing it. Because there are plenty of examples of singers who have no great technical skill at all, who are still able to communicate emotion. First obvious example is Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan is not a great singer in any technical sense. But my God, he could communicate to his audience. People felt something when Dylan sang or sings. He's not dead yet. Another example that one I personally love is Shane MacGowan of the Pogues. Not a technically brilliant singer at all, but my God, he gets me here every fucking time. Yeah, so it's not about virtuosity. It's not about technical skill. It's something else. One of the things that I think plays a part is an acting ability. It's that you believe them. Like any great actor, when you watch a great actor in a film, you want to believe that it's real, and the better they are. In a way, we measure how good an actor is by how real they seem. How real the character is that they're portraying. And I think it's the same here with music. If you watch this little bit of Dimash right at the end of SOS, the 2021 version, just look at his face. Just look at his face. You see, he fucking means that. It's totally believable. Another example, Aurora singing Murder Song at the Nobel Peace Prize concert in, I can't remember when it was, it might be 2017, but I can't remember. But again, watch her face. She means this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The gone is gone, and so am I, and here I go.
Or check out Ren in, you could pick any song, Violet's Tale. Look at him in Violet's Tale.
Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot.
These are all great actors. You could pluck all three of them out of music and pop them in the film industry and they'd be fucking brilliant. I'm absolutely sure of it. But I suppose that begs a question. Are they just pretending? Is this something they just put on? Is it like a mask? Or are they really feeling it? In a way, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that they communicate to you. And, you know, famously, Laurence Olivier, the great British actor, was all about he was just pretending all the time. He wasn't feeling it. He was just pretending, but he was really, really good at it. Whereas other actors like, say, Marlon Brando, with the method acting actors, would get so into the part, dig up all their own emotions and try and live it on the screen. So which are they doing? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I suspect that they are really feeling it. And the reason I suspect that is because I can give you 3 examples of them actually crying whilst performing. Let's take Ren's song, Suicide.
I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Which is a track I can't even listen to because it's too upsetting. But that is the sound of somebody who is crying whilst performing. I don't believe for a second that's put on. That's real. Or let's look at Dimash. One of Dimash's best friends, Dennis Ten, was murdered. And sometime not long after that, Dimash was doing SOS in London, I think it was, and he dedicated the song to his friend. And Dennis Ten was an ice skater, and he had a video playing in the background of Dennis while he sang the song. And well, watch this. You see, he's so upset. He's got to leave the stage for a minute. You know, that's the guy who's feeling that viscerally. Or in the case of Aurora, just a few weeks ago, she was singing a song from her new album, which is a fucking masterpiece, by the way, called Invisible Wounds. And this happened.
I can't hear you, and you can't hear me, even if we wanted to, and how I wanted to, and I need you to stop needing me like I needed you. We both need to tend to the invisible wounds.
So these people are feeling it, for sure. They mean it. And so maybe that's the key. I don't know. But it is complicated as well. And it's complicated because part of the magic is you. It's how you react to that particular singer. It's what you bring to it. Because there'll be a load of people here who have cried listening to Dimash. But there are other people here who might go and listen to Dimash now and feel absolutely nothing. And, you know, the same with all three singers. So now it sounds like I'm talking nonsense, because at once I'm saying that their brilliant thing is that they can communicate emotion, and now I'm talking about all the people that they can't communicate emotion to. Look at it this way. Imagine you've got an audience of 100 people, and your average singer comes on and sings a song, and maybe 3 or 4 of the audience will say, "Oh, that was really sweet. That really touched me. That moved me. I really liked it." The other 96 are, "Yeah, it was all right." Maybe be a few people there who didn't like it at all. But if Dimash, Aurora or Ren came on, you're going to be seeing a much larger group of people moved, perhaps even some to tears. Maybe, I don't know, let's say 40 or 50. They've got half the audience in the palm of their hands, as opposed to your average singer who maybe will communicate to 2 or 3. So, you know, I have this with Adele. You know, when I hear Adele, my first thought is, what a fucking brilliant singer she is. Absolutely cannot fault the talent of that woman at all. But I feel nothing. It just doesn't communicate to me. But I know that she communicates to millions of people. So it's complicated, it's magical, and you are part of the equation. So one of the things I always like to mention is I love the way musicians influence each other. Now, have any of these musicians influenced each other? I have no idea, but they've all influenced me. So what does it sound like when there's a Dimash influence, an Aurora influence, and a Ren influence all on one track? Well, I can show you. So the beats, the drum beats, is a mixture of electronic beats and acoustic drums. It's very Aurora. There's a head voice backing vocal with a little bit of an operatic twist, which is very much inspired by Dimash. And then there's a rap on top of it, which is very much inspired by Ren. What does all that sound like? Fear was turning me into a clone. Fear was keeping an eye like a drone. Fear of me, not being someone I wanted to be. Some of us ain't made the same, we are strange in the brain. I explain it again and again, but I mess with the test. And my best is a yes, being less is some best. Being somebody else that I never intended to be is a death. Is a death. Is a death, and the dead is stealing my breath. Wait. I know you're all eager to run off and get a copy of my album. I understand. But if you just let me finish the video first. I am going to finish now because I haven't got anything else to say. As Quentin Crisp famously said, I've come to the end of my personality. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you only know one of the artists, check out the other two. Because, I mean, I have impeccable taste. You know that. So if I love them, then you know that they must be brilliant. Buy me a coffee if you like, but don't if you don't want to. I don't mind. But I do mind if you're horrible to people. So be nice to people. Be kind to somebody. The world is fucking crazy at the moment. And I know a couple of people have told me to not say anything about Gaza, but I'm afraid I can't not, because I can't set my own humanity aside just to do a fucking reaction video. So free Palestine. And if that bothers you, I'm probably not the channel for you. Maybe I'll do another one soon if I can think of something to do one about. So in the meantime, be kind to somebody, free Palestine, and I'll see you soon.